About what?
About us.
Us.
Yeah.
Whatever happens between us, we understand it better.
We all have our poison. He's mine.
That's just marriage.
Marlene, I can buy you a ring right this minute. Give it to you right this minute. But that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you. You know that, right?
What do you want with me? Serafina, I put you over everything. I stopped talking with my own mother because of you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you, Marvin. You thought I was some Barbie doll you could use and dump over at your mother's, right?
I want a girl my mother will love.
Just moved in, and honestly, I am so happy. It's gonna take a minute to call all this my place.
Then we had an agreement. You spend your day fuck every loser out there, but then you come home on time. Junior needs his family together.
My name is Caspar Nachoni. I am the writer-director for the anthology.
My name is Winston Wechuli Wawire, a film producer.
My name is Celine Indasi Indiani, aka Kajuju. Most people know me as Kajuju. My family members actually know me as Kajuju.
Normally I'd start with this is Chicha with Ral. I'll start with my name is Ral, but no, today my name is Kasongo Muyangu. Kasongo Muyangu. Kasongo Muyangu. That's my name.
What inspired the concept and the vision behind Love Estranged was purely love as a theme, since aside from money and power, what else runs the world that is not love? So yeah, I feel like that is what the audience or the target audience I was anticipating at the moment would relate with mostly. Why Love Estranged? Basically because all the films, the anthology, the 7 shots are based on the love theme. So yeah, that's why Love Estranged. Well, the creative process that I went through to come up with Love Estranged was, first of all, research. I had to talk to a lot of people, had to interact with a lot of people, a lot of couples, a lot of a lot of personal life experiences, a lot of writing, a lot of music. That was basically my creative process while writing. While directing, did a bit of research too, did a lot of consultation, a lot of workshops, a lot of networking. Yeah, that was basically the general creative process.
Love and Estranged. Well, so how did I find myself as part of the cast? Let's see. I don't want to say it's friendship, but it is friendship. However, the person who invited me to do Love and Estranged is the director himself, Caspar Anachoni. And this is because I'm quite sure he was familiar with my work before. And that is why he opted for me to actually pioneer in the first film that's Oust. I'm quite sure come out. People have seen it. It's a little bit. Well, yeah, I got myself there through Caspar and actually the director. What? That was my reaction. And then after what? I went like, I can do it. I can do it. If Caspar has chosen me to do it, then I have to do it. I mean, he didn't sit down like for a whole, maybe, Caspar is a thinking type, 5 months and thought Celine will do this, and then one day, Celine, I want you to do this, and then Celine says no. Obviously, I was going to do it. I mean, I checked the whole thing and I was like, who else can do this if it's not me with all the guts I have in this world? Let me just do it. So I came with my Audacity served in a 100-liter drum and did the thing. Yeah, so of course the reaction was, well, this is gonna be like a whole tantrum for me in the next, if not 7 years. Because of course something like Oust, if you've gotten to check out the script itself without even like visualizing it on TV or screen, it has a whole set of imagination in itself that even a layman's brain can figure out something so spicy in the script. Anyway, yeah, I had to fill my Audacity into one of the big drums and get on with it.
The short film that I did was Contrast Love, a very, very good short film. Oh, it's to die for. I played the role of Alara, girlfriend to Marvin. Is it a girlfriend or wife? Something like that. A girlfriend who graduated to a wife. How I prepared for the role, I ensured I met my co-star prior the shooting date so that we can have chemistry between us. I love rehearsing more so that it will give me the confidence on the shooting day, so that nisipatie director wangu kazi mob. We all know the director anakuanga mkali sana sana. So yeah, nili rehearse tu mara mob, yeah, and I ensured nimeelewa role yangu, so I was Alara that particular time, yeah.
The challenges I faced during the creative process was narrowing down to the 7 short films, because we had a lot of drafts written, we had a lot of scripts done that could have featured into the anthology, but coming down to the 7 specific ones was a really big challenge, especially since all the stories were good, all the concepts were love in general, and when it comes to heartbreaks and broken hearts, there's a lot of ways and there's a lot of directions we could go, but we had to narrow down to the 7, and that was a little bit tricky. Working with the cast and crew was a really interesting process, or was a really interesting moment, especially since we shot in a period of 1 year, and we had to work with different cast members and different crew members for the short films, especially the DOPs. We had 3 different DOPs for the shots, and yeah, it was really interesting to just collaborate and bring the vision in a certain alignment, which was very interesting and very creative. I would want people to just watch and see how each shot is different from the other, and how creative the artists really came together to just put the whole anthology in place.
Some of the logistical challenges I faced, or rather we faced together with my other co-producers, is that the film really, we shot the film in a span of a year, and there were different shots. Each shot required different things. So one of the logistical challenges we faced was that we had to plan for each film individually, in as much as we were going to shoot, in as much as we were working on the album. So we just said planning each shot differently, working with different cast, working with different crews. Yeah, I think that was one of the challenges, but overall it was good. It was a good challenge. To ensure things are running smoothly on set, majorly we worked with people who we share the same vision. Our cast, our crew, each and everyone was dedicated to ensure that we make the project a success. So we didn't have so many issues, but just finding those people who we share the same vision made it so much easy to make it a success.
Preparation. Okay, first of all, of course, film is not like at the theater you are going to rehearse for it or anything. It's just your mental state of the film, and the read-throughs, and there's also that mirror scenario thing that we usually do. So this is actually how I literally prepared for it, especially those two tingly scenes. I used to think, should I watch these things, on there, there. Should I watch these things? No, on YouTube. Should I watch these things on YouTube and see how actors do it, because I had never done such a role. And then the person who was supposed to be casted with apparently is also a friend, so it was kind of okay, this one, okay, Casper, really, okay, there's nothing much we can do about it, but it had to be him. So you see, preparation there was a little bit off, considering that it was Matthew. I had been friends with Matthew, and then Matthew is younger than me. The cougar stories I see on movies, I was like, this, will he do it? Will I do it? But again, the preparation bit of it was mostly mental for me, because I was like, how am I going to achieve this thing? How am I going to lie on that bed and just pretend that I'm being I'm being need that one. So it was all mental, and I trusted that it would turn out fine, considering that I'm not a so either way it had to be done with the right emotions, with the right feelings. So the preparation bit of it was mostly just mental, as I have said before. Mental. I had to put my mind to it, because without my mind to it, I believe I would have done shoddy work. Yes. And the tears also, they had to come, because I was like, this guy was just pretending to do things down there, and then I have to cry seconds later. Of course, it's something for film people, actors and everything, but this one was a first time thing for me, and just jiggling all these emotions in one, that one kind of came as something hard for me towards the end of the shoot, actually. But towards the first bit of the film, my mind was in it. I can't lie. Yeah, and I was lucky.
My most memorable part. I don't even really have memorable parts. Can I have by that I really have negative parts. The executive producer Alifika Lit. That is one. I was there early, and I was pregnant. So you can imagine a pregnant woman, and Afika set mapema. I had to travel from Zanzibar to Nairobi, because Casper told me that we are shooting. On reaching Nairobi, Casper had cancelled. I'll never forget. On reaching Nairobi, Casper had cancelled. And then he's telling me, no, you didn't read my message. Aki, I wanted to cry. Casper, I really wanted to cry. But apart from that, the shooting was good. It went as planned. Time management was good. The shooting time was good. For me, when the time, kama wase wanna keep time, for me that's a plus. So yeah.
My favorite moments were our night shoots. Our night shoots were the best. Having just being closed down with a small crew, and the cast, the few casts that we were working with, and just shooting an all-nighter scene those are the best moments I had.
The production, we faced very many challenges. I remember there's a point we already had the script, then my script writer decided that he wants to change the script. So you working on these logistics, then the scriptwriter comes and I have this better idea. We look at it and you're like, yeah. So I think just be open-minded, and as a producer, you need to be ready for whatever comes. I remember that's a time I was on set, and we didn't have a card to a camera, and we're already on set. Everyone is there, but we can't shoot because we don't have a card. Maybe I remember there was a time the lighting, the gaffer didn't turn up, so we had to adjust, and I had to be the gaffer on set. Had such things. So just be open-minded and face the challenges as they come, and always have a backup. Always have a backup in mind in case anything goes wrong. You can be able to turn it around and push through.
So my first memorable experience was getting to the location as the first person. I was around and I had nothing to do, and I was just figuring out where am I going to lie. Let me go and check where I'm going to lie. So that was the first experience, and then I got there. Then it was like, wow, this one's nice. This one's cute, and it was white, and I'm a lover of white. So I was like, yay, hooray! And then also, I cooked for these people. Mama Jikoni. I cooked for these people. Hey. But I never complained. I love cooking. That day was just like a by the way to me. But that was also one good experience because, cooking for like a whole group of people is usually one thing that is outstanding for me. I prefer cooking for so many people than cooking for myself alone, although it's still good, but I just prefer the experience of cooking for so many people. It usually does give me a very good experience in terms of my cooking thing. And let me see, another memorable experience. There's one actually, but I cannot say it. If I say it, you people will. There's one, but I can give you a tip of the iceberg. There's this time when during the shooting of that scene that everyone is like, Celine, is this you? Yes. During that shooting time, all that tension and everything and whatnot, and then Matthew was like down there, and for a minute I thought that I had started rolling, like that fear, ladies know that fear. Yeah? Hey, this person is down there and I'm starting to roll. What is not going wrong today? So that's a little tension. I cannot conclude if indeed I was rolling or not. That is personal information. But there was that tension at some point during that shoot. There was that tension. That is so memorable. Aki, that one, it's always here. I'm always like, wow, Aki, I hope Matthew did not just think other things. But anyway, I know you're a strong one.
Did you really interact with people? At that time, I was on my second trimester pregnancy, so I was a bit moody. So I didn't really interact with people. I only interacted with the director, the camera person, and my co-star Osewe. Yeah.
I remember the same day we were also doing marriage. Was it marriage? Yes, marriage. The same day we were also doing marriage. So we had the cast for marriage on the location on that day too. Actually, the whole crew was there, plus the cast for marriage. Although we're always like as one team, just that now people do other things and then we come together to do some things brought by Casper, My experience with the other team was wow, because those are also my friends. It's people I have known for quite some time. Kina, I can distinctly remember Nyambura, We had Ezekiel, the cheeky one. We had I don't remember names clearly, but I do remember Ezekiel because hey, the food that I was cooking, actually Ezekiel almost finished it in the sufuria, but it's just okay. It's it reflects some things about people's lives, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it reflects. Anyway, my experience was great. We were fighting over the bathroom with someone, a nigga actually. I don't remember who. Do I remember who? Yes. Yes. The other guy who acted, the guy who acted in Marriage. Ikara. We were fighting over. Hey. Problems. We were fighting over the bathroom with Gikara. It was not like a physical fight, but that psychological fight. I'm the one supposed to be here. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be. Give me that towel. No, that towel is mine. It's only one. Like, it was just so tiresome. But I knew this was one fight that had to go down with a very, very, very strong heart. Because I won. As in, I ended up using the bathroom. But he again, it was just 50-50. He ended up using the towel and then ended up spending most of the time in the bathroom. So it was 50-50. That was the only point in that shoot that I felt like my colleagues are not serving me the happiness I deserve because of the camera. But it was okay.
The anthology has won multiple awards since its release since the first two short films, Marriage and Ost. Ost got an international award from Lift. Marriage has won a number of awards from Fleta to the festival. Yeah, the anthology in general has just been doing very well prior its release, and that's why I'm most excited about, and that's why I would actually recommend people to just find a way to watch the whole anthology.
My main role in maintaining the overall timeline and budget was, first of all, I have a very crazy director, I must say. This is someone who you must keep him on toes, because when you give him the freedom, sometimes things won't really go as well. But the main thing was just to keep everyone in check and to ensure that everything goes as we had planned. We minimize coming up with new ideas on set, just to ensure we get to maintain what we already had planned.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating, to be honest, because the feeling of writing, the feeling of directing and shooting is something that, the mind of a director and the mind of a director of photography, like, as much as we are both bring a vision, the DOP is supposed to bring the vision on pictures, while the director is supposed to bring the whole prospect from the actors, directing the actors, organizing the rest of the production design and the crew. And yeah, doing all that in a single set was very frustrating.
What I hope the audience will take from my performance is that they're going to be entertained. That I'm sure, like 100%, I can bank on it. They're going to be entertained. They're going to be fully entertained. Another thing is that they're going to learn. They're going to learn a lot from that short film. Yeah, they're going to learn and be entertained.
What can it possibly take home in house? Let's see. Emotional intelligence. Towards the end of that film, I actually watched it after, and I think I watched it on Casper's either phone or at Casper's, but I did watch it. I did see the final thing, and for a minute I had thought to myself that towards the no, the beginning of the film. In the beginning of that film, I thought that would have been the best part of it all. But when I watched it, and I felt like towards the end of this thing actually is where most of the closure is drawn. And in as much as I didn't have tears for that, I felt that this lady is genuinely out of her mind. Yeah, what you can take home watching Oust, you come and watch it. Just come and watch it. That's what I can tell you. When you come and watch it, you know what you can take home. It is for you to think what you want to take home from the film. I mean, even my pastor is coming to see this. What can my pastor take home from this? I believe you all will take something home, even if it's just like a sentence. Yep.
I feel like what the audience can expect from this is just a whole relation. They will relate mostly with the short films. They will empathize. They will be marveled. They will be wowed. And yeah, we just my aim or my vision as a director is just to flex with emotion and just dive into people's heads and people's thoughts and go around trying to just bring matters to the table so that the audience can judge for themselves. I do not give a specific judgment or a specific goal towards the end of my films. I leave it so open-minded for the audience to choose, because that's how human minds work. Everyone is always everyone has an opinion about something, and everyone will always take something different from a situation. So I leave it so open-minded that the audience will have very different opinions and very different thoughts or resonations towards each short film.
This project is very unique in the Kenyan market, the Kenyan industry market, and Africa in general, because this is something that not so many people have tried, just having an album of different short films, all of them talking about love and its challenges, the good and the bad. So I remember when I was pitched to and when we came up with this idea, it's a project that I knew deep down that this is something that we must do so that we can get to bring something different to the industry, because as we are seeing right now, we are going to premiere the film. It has so many people, different stories. It captures a large audience, considering it's an album of short films, an anthology. So it's something new, and looking forward to see how they'll receive it in the market.
It was good because now I can be a Lara. You can be a Lara. I was a Lara at that particular moment. Now I was feeling I am pregnant, and then this now the father of the child is not a responsible person. Unajua ile reality check wewe inakupiga pam. You're pregnant, you can't terminate. The father is an absentee. The father maybe hata si mtu litarajia. Oh my goodness. Single mom knocking. Dun 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 dun. So I was in her shoes. Yeah. I was in her shoes. It was good. It was very, 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 very good for me. Yeah.
Well, my goal as both writer, director, and executive producer is just to get to as many people as the bigger audience in and out of Africa, just so that that's why I based my album on the anthology in English specifically, so that I could reach a larger target audience and reach a larger viewing from across. It's any producers or any writers' dream to have their content watched by a multitude of people, because that's what we do and that's why we do it.
Most of the funding that was allocated to this project was mainly in-house through our production company, Kamin Media. We came up with the funds as a production, and we worked through it, but I'm sure in the future, as we tend to put the work out there, we also invite other people who are willing and ready to invest in such kind of projects to always come on board, and we put the work out there. But generally, the whole production was in-house.
That's my take home on my overall performance. You see, as an artist, you always wish or you always know you can do it better. Like, I feel, yes, I know I did my best, but I feel like, can we shoot it tomorrow so that I can do my best, you know? So I'm never satisfied with what I've done, because I feel like I can offer more on that role. Even right now, I feel I've really understood that role. So I'd really love if people can shoot tomorrow. I'm available. But anyway, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. It's 10 on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10. I give myself 10. Yeah.
First of all, when the nominations for Eldoret Festival came and we were nominated alongside Peter Kawa's Christmas Love, for mom, I was really marveled. I was impressed, and actually winning Best Short Film and Best Director, really just boosted my career, or boosted me as a creative in a way that is overwhelming, honestly. And that was the best experience and the best thing that ever happened to me as a creative.
The anthology has scoped various awards, so many awards actually. I remember from the word go, after we managed to finish the 2 first short films, and we put them out there in various competitions and film festivals. They actually managed to be among the best or the best in various aspects, and we've actually won very many awards, and even at times we're asking, what's this film that has won so many awards, yet we haven't seen. But we have won very many awards, especially when it comes to editing, sound, the cinematography, scripting, directing. We actually have so many awards from Fleta, Eldoret Festival, and so many more.
I'm in love with marriage. I really love that short film. I know, I don't know why. It's because I feel I know people who have experienced that. That's why I'm so in love with it. And I'm also in love with Contrast Love. So what I feel, my take on the album is that it's a very good, like, it's good art.
The reason I did an anthology was, first of all, the first script I did for the anthology was Oust. And after Oust, I was thinking in terms of, there's so many stories based on love, and there's so many concepts, and I don't want to rely all my short films in the same theme. That's why I decided to just do a whole anthology with the same theme once and for all, instead of like actually doing separate short films that will actually run with the same theme or will actually be the same thing. So it's like a series. It's like a one world, different characters, different personas, but the same problem or the same root cause. That's why I decided to just do it as an anthology instead of actually doing separate shorts.
You guys come watch these Kenyan films. I mean, this anthology is something magnificent. I mean, you should all see Casper's work. So I don't know what else you want to hear. And the way every day I wake up, I mark it. And then if you don't show up, guys, actually, I don't know, I'll cry. Okay, not that I want you guys to come and watch me. As in, you get it, I'll cry. But again, I know when you come and see me there, it will be like, but just come. That feeling will pass. I really want you guys to come and watch this anthology. It's something that Casper had in heart the previous year, and he had actually told me about it. and I did see its future. I had purpose to actually be something more than just an actress in a film, but that did not come through because of so many other inconveniences. But as much as I had my heart in it, I would want you to have your heart in it. And most of you are always telling me, Celine, we want to watch your content, we want to watch this and this that you've done. This is the chance. This is actually the chance. Just come and see for yourselves what I'm always singing in your ears, that I'm an actress. I don't, you want to see me with who? Brenda. You'll never see me with Brenda, but you'll see me in my films, and you'll see me in Casper's films, and you'll see me in so many people who are not even known in Kenya who make very wagwan films. So you come watch these things, and I promise you, you will never regret a single second that you sit in that cinema and watch anthology Love Estranged.
If you're not going to come and watch the album, you're going to miss on a lot, because you're not going to learn, you're not going to be entertained. Just come and be entertained. Yeah. Any fun fact about the shirt, about my shirt? One is that I shot when I was pregnant, my role, which is a bit difficult because you can see from the film, sura yangu imebadilika, ilikuwa imefura. Ilikuwa imefura. So any fun fact is that we shot in hata ikufika 5 hours. We took at most 3 hours, I think. Yeah, we took at most 3 hours. So yeah, for me that's a fun fact. I feel like the location would have enhanced everything for me. For me, location is key. For me, it's the location. If the location was different, as much as it's 10 over 10, it would have been 11 over 10.
My parting shot to the audience is, or to anyone out there, just to encourage them to come and watch this film. I can assure them it's a masterpiece, something new in the Kenyan market, and each and every film in the anthology has a different feeling, and it brings out different kind of aspects. So just come and get to enjoy this, and also to the investors out there, the distributors, I can tell you that this is something unique, and you should come and hop in so that we can get this work out there.
My parting shot. I really have a lot of things to say in the parting shot, but all I'm gonna say is Love Estranged is a project that we have been working for over a year now, and that is something that I am so excited to bring to the world, and those are my babies. Like, I really want people to just see how diverse, or how we could change the industry, and how we could do so much when it comes to bringing original content, bringing new ideas such as the anthology, and more new concepts, and not just narrowing down the film industry to what we usually see or what we are used to, but something new, something different, and something creative. That's my parting shot.